Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert and the New York Giants versus Taysom Hill and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
A gain of 3, second down.
Up of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
50 Cent, Mike, 50 Cent.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The give to Taylor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 4th NFL season out of BYU, it's Taysom Hill.
I enjoyed watching him play at BYU and was always rooting for him. But unfortunately, most seasons he played there were cut short by injury. So when he got to the NFL, many people thought he was an absolute long shot. He has found a way to make himself invaluable to a team and has the ability that when he gets on the field, can make plays with his legs.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Dillon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And 10, Hill, and complete to Zach Ertz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And to the 30. Six-yard line taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Taylor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Makes the score Giants 3, Steelers 0.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Good. Makes the score Giants 6, Steelers nothing.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Spotlight turning back to Taysom Hill as he trots out with his offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right?
No.
Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A.J. Dillon with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Youngway.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Return. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Herbert off of play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
By the Steelers. They'll take over.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clay Matthews, his 2nd sack of the night.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Field goal coming from Youngway Koo. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. The running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Justin Herbert being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Herbert. Open man right side is Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 29 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So that drive of 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Spotlight turning back to Taysom Hill as he trots out with his offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Hill on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
On for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Steelers 10.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. 35-21, the final score. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Drew Lock, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hill, they'll roll him out right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
First down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Dillon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play fake. Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
Nicholson.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Hill. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Down by Deion Jones.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
On first down, Taylor. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That's another New York Giants.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Again, the ball.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Nicole Hardman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. From this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that go.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
To go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. This will be caught once again by Brown. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The Giants on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram taking it in. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Steelers.
From the gun, here's Hill. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hill throwing once more. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
to the air again. Hill. Ertz over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A.J. Dillon making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now you're... Discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Taylor. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The throw over the middle taken in. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
23 yards on the tuck and run. First down now, but that clock rolling.
3 yards.
Hill.
And the Steelers first down.
Flush to his right. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
trying to improvise. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now it's Hill. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Now Hill. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and 1.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And no, it's no good. Rejected by the crossbar. What a heartbreaking finish. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.